Alright, what's up guys? Tactics here with another video for you. Today, well, things are going to get a bit steamy up in here because I've got 7 very spicy games for you guys of culture. If there are any innocent souls out there right now, I would advise you guys to look away, avert your eyes so that they may not be tainted by such degeneracy. Anyways, let's not waste any time guys, let's go ahead and kick things off with number 7. We have the Record of the Agorist War series. Honestly, I can recommend any of these games if you're into the JRPG genre, and you can find every single one of these games on Steam. The story in a nutshell involves reincarnating through multiple generations as the hero or chosen one who will vanquish the archdemon once and for all. So right away we have a game with some very interesting mechanics where your main character changes throughout the game as you get further into it. It also sounds like your typical sort of isekai plotline, but the game is nothing to brush off as you fight your way through some pretty brutal battles against enemies of the archdemon army. The main feature involves strategy RPG mechanics mixed with a type of sort of dating sim element. The protagonist must develop a strong relationship with 3 chosen women whom he will have one of them bear his child to carry on his legacy and the burden of defeating the archdemon. As you might know, these games involve having the main character socialize with a bunch of other different characters. It has that sort of visual novel look to it as well, so you can expect a lot of dialogue with the 3 cute anime girls, which can lead to some pretty fan servicey moments that are also integrated into the gameplay. So yeah, enjoy your time with that one. Alright, coming in at number 6, we've got Moe Crystal H for the Switch. Unlike the previous game, I haven't played this one yet, but it's got enough here that will have you playing for a good 30 plus hours. The story follows Xenox, who is searching for the monster girl bras in order to save the world. Okay, honestly, why am I not surprised after playing another game very similar to this one on this list by the same studio company? But anyways, it's a game centered around creature collection in the form of monster girls, and well, there's a lot of them. So you can bet there will be plenty, and I mean plenty, of fan service to be had in this. Now my number 5 choice on this list may seem a bit odd to some of you, but if you've played the Switch version of Ruin Factory 5 when it first came out, then yes, this is a pretty weird game for having god-awful performance issues, and I just cannot recommend playing that version of it. However, I have heard good things about the PC version being far superior after some patches. Basically, you join an organization after losing your memories, as you do in pretty much every Ruin Factory game. You settle in a town where you farm and develop relationships with the townsfolk. This game does have some action RPG elements combined with the relaxing nature of the farming and social aspects of it, like Harvest Moon or the Story of Seasons. And even though there is a story part of this game, I do believe that in most Ruin Factory games, the story sort of takes a back seat compared to like the social aspect of the game. And if you were wondering about the spicy part of this game, well, play it long enough and you get to marry and have kids with one of the town bachelors or bachelorettes once you shower them with gifts and, well, overcome your PTSD of being rejected multiple times over again before the person of your dreams finally agrees to let you take them on a date. Man, I'll never forget those dark times in my life. Ugh. And if you guys want to help me get over my past trauma, I would really appreciate it if you could smash that like button and maybe even subscribe for more content like this. It really does, well, help me sleep at night. Thanks guys. Now then, back to the video with number 4. Now earlier I was talking about fictional characters having your kids. Well, here's one that also allows you to enjoy the joys and suffering of parenting with conception. Similar to Moe Crystal, this game is another dungeon crawler. It takes place in a magical world known as Altera. Monsters have been terrorizing this world for years, and it's up to you, the disciple, to forge bonds with, well, cute anime girls of course, so that they can bear your children known as Star Children to combat the evil monsters hidden deep within the labyrinths. I don't really think the characters actually have childbearing activities with each other. It's kind of like sharing a bed with each other, but you just sort of sleep in the same bed, I guess. I could be wrong about that. Maybe someone can confirm or deny that claim for me. Either way, it's a pretty decent game for a dungeon crawler. In fact, this game was the first one I ever played with the whole dungeon crawling element to it, so I'd say it earned its spot on the list. Coming in at number 3, we have Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force for the Switch. The story revolves around Fang, who stumbles across an ancient weapon from one of 2 deities who fought in a war long ago. With this weapon, he becomes a fairy fencer in order to awaken one of these deities. Now, the gameplay is centered around turn-based elements while keeping in mind positioning of characters on the battlefield. I do remember playing this game a while ago, and it was pretty decent. But for some reason, I don't know why, but there really isn't much I remember about it except for the absolute banger of a soundtrack. The characters are okay for the most part, and you can expect some pretty fan servicey moments as well throughout your playthrough. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else I can say about this. Now, this next game can be pretty trippy, being Death in Request. Basically, the protagonist Adata and his fellow video game programmer Sheena made a game called World's Odyssey, but somehow Sheena got trapped inside the game and can't escape unless she completes the game, and Adata must help her navigate through it with the many bugs and glitches while meeting new party members along the way to help complete the long process. Now, even though I haven't played this game before, I gotta say it does sound pretty interesting enough. Plus, the fan service and spicy moments in the game are going to be there. But if you've made it this far into the video, then you already must be fully prepared to embrace the culture. And if you're not cultured, well, keep watching, guys, because I've got one more game on my list for you. Last but certainly not least, we've got 7 Pirates H. This game follows a young girl named Parute who is adventuring around the Monsupi Sea looking for treasure. She happens to run into a seal or an otter maybe named Otan. He has the power to enhance a monster girl's power by developing her, breasts. Yeah, you already know where I'm going with this one. After playing through this game recently, I can confidently say turn your brain off and just enjoy the silly characters and all their antics, getting into some pretty interesting situations while you battle your way through monsters and other monster girls through the power of friendship, underwear, and boobs. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Just try not to develop any weird, crazy fetishes with this one. And there you have it, guys. Let me know if there are any games on this list that you liked, and did it make you a man of culture? Don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe for more content like this if you're feeling even more generous. Either way, I appreciate it all the same, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.